Hey everybody, I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and I'm here with Nikko Locastro, your 2009 USDGC Champion, as well as the 2009 Player of the Year. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, not too bad. So Nikko was just over here talking with a bunch of guys. We're out here getting ready for the memorial. He's been throwing a bunch of shots, even showed us a little bit of a finger, an issue with his finger. Tell us, you were in the Gentlemen's Club Classic last weekend, and I overheard you talking a little bit about what happened there. Give some of our newer viewers a little insight as to what happened.
Well, I feel like I was playing good the whole weekend. I was, trying to keep it in bounds, and I made a lot of putts when I had opportunities to putt. What cost me the victory and the title was just a couple amateur mistakes, especially just not taking my time on up shots, within like 250 feet. You got to be able to put that under the basket. You can't, no ifs, ands, buts about it. Have to take care of the short up shots.
And so when you say you kind of rushed yourself, one of the tips that I think you and probably others would talk about is you always need to be in a routine.
That's right.
Regardless of how elementary the shot might seem. So walk us through your routine a little bit, maybe what you skipped out on or what you normally do.
Well, I feel like I usually make sure I take my time, but at that point I had a one-stroke lead going into the last hole, so I kind of just forgot to stop and breathe for a second like I usually do. And I just kind of wanted the hole to be over and done. So I stepped up to my shot, and without thinking, I just kind of threw it a little bit low. Because the next putt was such a low ceiling putt, it was more of like a trick putt. I didn't have a direct line to the basket, so I had to do this like air bounce hyzer, and I just chained out maybe a couple inches right side.
So ultimately, you were going into the last hole of the tournament, you had a one-stroke lead. Right. Like you said, you rushed yourself a little bit, and you feel like that's what gave it away. What financially for those people at home? What kind of difference did that make financially?
Well, it was at least $700. I got $750, tied for second. But there was some controversy about second place. Supposedly there was a misadding.
Okay.
I got solo second.
Okay.
So what it was, I get a $300 bonus for 8 years plus $700. So
there was
$1,000.
Yeah. Okay. So $1,000 difference just simply because you didn't slow down, you didn't take your time, you didn't go through your routine.
Exactly.
Is there anything else that I should be looking for maybe this weekend? Obviously you're going to be taking your time, I'm sure. Tell everybody maybe a little bit about the finger we were talking about a little earlier. You said you have a little bit of an injury.
Well, it's not. I wouldn't directly call it an injury, but okay. I just need to take my time and make sure I take care of this little sore spot on my finger. I just had a blood blister there.
Blood blister.
Playing Ultimate, I went and swooped up a frisbee, and I never let it heal because I throw so many shots.
Okay, that was going to be the next thing I was going to ask is, how many shots a day do you think you throw? Give me a ballpark figure when you're warming up for a big tournament.
When I'm practicing, no lie, I throw 2 to 5 shots on every single hole in practice.
Okay, 2 to 5 shots. You're talking 35 to 100 shots on every course. Plus, then how many putts a day are you throwing?
I wouldn't say I'm really in a practice putting routine right now, but if I do practice, I'll practice for like 30-minute periods so you don't get burnt out. You don't want to go out there and overdo it, but you just want to, 15 or 30 minutes at a time.
All right.
But a couple times a day if you're going to do practice.
There you go. Well, your 2009 USDGC Champion as well as your 2009 PDGA Player of the Year, Nikko Locastro. This is the Disc Golf Guy. We'll catch you next time.